Let me be clear, this episode is not for everyone. If you think leveling up in 2026 is just about mindset, affirmations, or manifestations, you're already behind. Because here's the truth. Millionaires don't level up by thinking differently alone. They level up by living differently. Your life is not blocked by lack of information. It's blocked by habits that scream survival while you're praying for overflow. In 2026, we are not repeating the same routines and expecting different results. We are implementing millionaire habits, the small daily disciplines that regulate your nervous system, sharpen your identity, and raise your standards. If your mornings are chaotic, your body is exhausted, your nervous system is constantly on the edge, and your standards are low and private, no amount of motivation will save you. This episode is about the shifts that most people overlook. But these are the exact habits that wealthy, high-level women practice consistently. If you haven't watched part 1, don't worry, you don't need it to understand this episode. But after you finish, go back and watch part 1 because it lays the mindset foundation that makes these habits stick. If you're ready to be uncomfortable, stay. If not, this might offend you. Your habits are blocking your next level. As I said in part 1, millionaire habits start with identity. Perfume isn't extra, it's an identity anchor. Scent is one of the fastest ways to shift your nervous system and your presence. When you smell good, you move differently, you speak differently, you tolerate less. If you wake up rushed, unscented, and disconnected from your body, you're already starting the day in survival mode. Wealthy women do not wait to feel confident. They create confidence through intentional rituals. Perfume is a daily signal that says, I operate at a higher standard. Now, if you can't control your mornings, you can't control your life. Millionaires are disciplined long before they're visible. You can't make up your bed. Don't tell me you're ready for more. Making your bed isn't about being neat. It's about order. It's about completion. It's about self-trust. It tells your nervous system that my life is stable and that I finish what I start. High-level women don't begin their day in chaos because chaos leaks into money decisions, boundaries, and focus. You want structure? You want consistency? Then start with the smallest discipline and master it. It only takes a few minutes out of your day. Now let's talk about something that exposes identity immediately. How you leave the house tells life what you expect. Millionaire habits show up in presentation, not for validation, but self-respect. Now, keeping yourself up does not mean full makeup, lashes, or being overdressed. This is not about performing femininity. This is about intention. If makeup isn't your thing, something simple as clean or groomed eyebrows, tinted pink lip gloss, your hair brushed or styled with care can make a huge difference. Those small details tells your nervous system, I'm present, I care, I'm prepared. But if you're stepping out the house looking neglected, rushed, or thrown together every day, that's not humility. That's subconscious self-abandonment. High-level women don't wait for special occasions to look like themselves. They are the occasion. And how you present yourself tells life what to expect. Anxiety is expensive and coffee might be fueling it. Here's a millionaire truth that most people don't want to hear. Anxious women don't build wealth. They react instead of respond. They overthink instead of executing. They rush instead of discern. Too much coffee spikes cortisol, and cortisol keeps you stuck in survival. That's why I chose less coffee and more mushroom blend, okay? Yes, mushroom blend. And if you're not familiar with mushroom coffee, I'll drop the link to my favorite brand in the description below. It's on Amazon and it's very affordable. Now, mushroom coffee gives you clean energy, stable focus, no panic. Millionaires protect their nervous system because clarity is currency. You cannot build a calm, wealthy life with an anxious body. Now, burnout is not ambition. It's bad strategy. Millionaires do not glorify burnout. Burned out women do not make powerful decisions. They make desperate ones. They say yes when they should say no. They miss discernment. They chase instead of attract. Rest is not something you earn after exhaustion. It's something God designed for sustainability. When you're well rested, you think clearer, you hear better, you choose better. In 2026, rest is not optional. It's a millionaire habit. Okay, let's figure this out. If your job lets you go tomorrow, how long would you be okay financially? Really think about it. Be honest. Do you actually have a backup plan? That question used to sit heavy with me because when your income comes from just one place, you don't really have that many options, just pressure. If you're working a 9-to-5 and you want leverage and real options, this is for you. Here's what happened with me. I generated sales by solving one micro-specific problem at a time, giving my ideal buyer a quick, tangible win that leads to fast results. So here's the thing. I learned this strategy from multi-million-dollar online businesses and turned it into a clear, simple 5-step process. So you're not guessing, overthinking, or stuck in trial and error. I already did the hard part. You just have to follow the steps. The Corporate Exit Challenge is a short video-based course that shows you how to turn your existing skills into a strategically positioned offer that solves a problem. So you attract ideal buyers who are ready to say yes. And let me be clear, I left no crumbs, and I mean none. In just 2.5 hours, you'll learn what to sell, who to sell it to, and how to start building income without chasing another promotion, begging for a raise, or quitting your job just to make it work. Now, this isn't about rushing an exit. It's about building options, leverage, and financial breathing room on your terms. It's priced at the lowest it'll ever be. Click the link below. Okay, I'm going to say what nobody wants to say. Your private standards decides your public confidence. If your underwear has holes, if your bra is poking you, if you keep wearing things that are uncomfortable and worn out, that's not being real, that's neglect. Millionaire habits show up in private first. High standard women care about details no one sees because identity is built behind closed doors. Now, if you don't respect yourself in private, it shows up in how much you tolerate in public. So get rid of the Holey underwear, get rid of the bras with the wires poking out. And I do understand that we can get attached to these things, but get rid of it. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. As you come across Holey underwear or wires poking out in your bras, just replace it. Last but not least, alignment will take you further than hustle ever will. Get closer to God, okay? Get closer to God. That is the number one thing. I saved it for last, but I saved the best for last because getting closer to God is your number one priority in 2026, okay? It doesn't matter how much success you have. If you don't have God in your life, you have nothing. That's the biggest come up. Strengthen your faith. In 2026, we are not building without God. We are building with Him. So before I close out, perfume, order, presentation, rest, private standards, spiritual alignment. These are not random lifestyle tips. These are millionaire habits. What you do daily either conditions your system for survival or trains it for wealth. And if you haven't watched part 1, go ahead and watch it. It's coming up next. Again, it lays the mindset foundation that makes these habits stick. And if this resonated with you, go ahead and like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I would really appreciate it. And share this with another woman who is ready to level up in 2026. I'll see you in the next episode.